Hello, this is Dr. Shilpa Gavande and welcome in this pharmaceutical engineering video. Today we'll discuss about the multiple effect evaporator, which is again very important from the industry point of view and again exam point of view, as it is a very favorite question of the examiner. So in this case, as we all know, the evaporation, it is a process of removing the liquid from the solution, that is the evaporation. Now here we have seen in the previous video about the short tube evaporator, right? In case of the short tube evaporator, we have seen that a feed valve is there, a vent valve is there, steam valve is there. So this multiple effect evaporator, it is nothing but the combination of short tube evaporator. When the short tube evaporators are arranged in a series, or number of short tube evaporators are arranged in series, that is called as the multiple effect evaporators, as we are getting the multiple effects. Effect means here one evaporator. In case of the single effect evaporator, we are using in case of the short tube evaporator, we are using a single effect. So if number of short tube evaporators are arranged in a sequence, then that is called as a multiple effect evaporator. So construction is the same as that of the single effect short tube evaporator, right? So what is the principle of that? Ki the steam which is used in the first effect, that steam which is used in the first effect, the output of that or the vapors of that first effect is used as a what we can say steam for the second one, and again vapor for the second one is used for the third one. So in this way we are using what we can say the steam repeatedly. So there is no wastage of the steam, and therefore this is we can say that it is a what we can say economic process. So heating medium for the first, the vapors of the first effect are used as a heating medium for the second effect, and the vapors of the second effect it is going to use as a heating medium for the next effect. So in this way it is very economic process and a very useful process, we can say that, as we are arranging the number of effects in a sequence. So this is what the principle of this multiple effect evaporator. And I will discuss about the construction of this evaporator. As we have seen that in case of the short tube evaporator, we have discussed in the previous video, that consists of the calandria, where the short tubes are there. There are four valves generally. The feed valve is there, the steam valve is there, condensate valve is there, and the vent valve is there. Vent valve is used to remove all the residual air. Feed valve is for the introduction of the feed, steam valve is for the introduction of the steam, and condensate valve is for the removal of the condensate. And here is an outlet, that is for the thick liquor. Now this is a short tube evaporator, single effect. If you go for the multiple effect, then we will see in the next diagram how the multiple effect evaporator it is arranged. Now this is very popular method, as we are getting the concentrated aqueous solution here. It is economic method, and as we are increasing the number of effects, so in economy is going to definitely increase, as by using the same steam we are getting the more effects, we are doing the more evaporation by using the more effects. So therefore it is economic process. Then vapors are act as a heating media here, right? In the first effect we are going to introduce the raw steam, and here the TVR or MVR are used in the multiple effect evaporator. So generally boiling temperature in the first effect is 70, and in the last maybe up to 40. Now see, this is what the diagram of the multiple effect evaporator. This is the first effect, second effect, and the third effect. All three are the short tube evaporator. They are connected with each other. Now you can see here feed is introduced in the first one, steam is also introduced in the first one, right? Now see, the vapor which are coming out of the first effect is used as the steam. See, this is the steam inlet for the second one. It is used as a heating media. It is used as steam inlet. It is connected to the steam inlet. It is used as a heating media for the second one. And see, the vapor from the second one is used as a heating media for the third one, right? and feed, it is going to transfer. See, the outlet is here, right? The concentrated liquid is collected from here, and this is again introduced into the feed wall of the second one, and the again product concentrate from this outlet is introduced in the third one, right? So in this way only we are using the steam only once. So vapors from this are going to use for the steam for the second one, and here again the condensate is going to be collect here and product will be here. So product which you are getting here will be more concentrated as it is evaporated for thrice, right? In case of the 3 effect evaporator, it is evaporated for thrice, so you will get a more concentrated product, and only it is economy because we are using only single steam here, right? For the second and third one we are using only the vapors at the steam inlet. Now see, as we are introducing the steam in the first effect, so pressure in the first effect of the steam is more compared to the second one, because in the second one the vapors are going to used as a steam, so pressure of the steam is less compared to P1, and the pressure in the third one is again less compared to the P2. So always P1 is greater than P2 is greater than P3. So because of this, P1 is greater than P2 is greater than P3. Again the same is with the temperature also. As the steam we are introducing in the first effect, so temperature in the first effect will be the higher one, as the vapors are going to condense after some time, and these vapors are using as a steam for the second one, so temperature in the second will be less, again the temperature in the third will be more less. So T1 is greater than T2 is greater than T3. You get it, right? So in this way the pressure and the temperature in the first effect is very high, it is less in the second one, and it is more less in the third one. So this is what the construction of the multiple effect evaporator. Now we'll discuss about the working, and in the working we'll discuss about the feeding method, ki how we are going to feed or how we are going to introduce the feed in the multiple effect evaporator. Now see here. Now in the this is what we have seen, ki in the single effect evaporator steam is supplied as a heating media in the first one, and if we use the single effect evaporator the total heat is not transformed from the steam, right, and the rest of the heat is going to be waste. So efficiency is less in case of the single effect evaporator compared to the multiple effect evaporator, and the dilute feed enters into the first effect where it is partially concentrated in case of the multiple effect evaporator, and then it flows to the second one and then to the next one. So first, in the first effect of the multiple effect evaporator, the raw steam is introduced, right? So pressure will P1 will be the highest one, second effect has P2, and third one has a P3. So that we have discussed in the previous one, right? Now there are different feeding methods, right? That is the forward feed method, backward feed method, mixed feed, and the parallel feed arrangement. Now we'll discuss about the first, that is the forward feed method. Now in case of the forward feed method, both the feed and the steam both are introduced into the first effect. Both are introduced into the first effect. Now we can see here. Now see here that the feed is introduced from the feed inlet and steam is introduced from the steam inlet, right? Now in the first effect, then from first effect the leaker is collected from leaker outlet, right, and it is again introduced into the feed inlet. The vapors from the first effect are introduced into the second one, it will move in the second effect, then from second effect after evaporation the product concentrate is collected here, it is introduced into the third one. The vapors are collected from here, it is introduced into the as a steam in the third one. So in this way, in the forward direction, both feed and steam are going to introduce. Therefore the name it is given, it is a forward feed method, right? It is called as a forward feed method, as we are introducing from the feed and steam in the first effect, and then to the second, and then to the third. Now see here, what are the advantages of the forward feed? Feed moves from higher pressure to lower pressure, because in the first effect there is a high pressure, high temperature, and in the second low, and third one more low, right? So from higher pressure to low pressure the feed is introduced, so there is no need of pumping of the feed, there is no need of the pumping of the feed will move in the forward direction as it is, right, from higher to lower one. Product is obtained at lowest temperature, right? From the third one we are getting the product, so lowest temperature पे हमको मिलेगा. And this method it is suitable for scale forming liquid. कि when they are scale forming liquid has a tendency कि when they become more concentrated they has a tendency to form the scale on the evaporator, inside the evaporator, wall of the evaporator. But as we are heating the concentrated product in the last effect, and in the last effect we have less temperature, so scale formation will be less in the last effect. Getting it? And disadvantage of this forward feed method is that it is not suitable for the cold feed. Suppose refrigerator का feed है, and that if you are putting in the directly in the first effect, and in case of the first effect we have a very high temperature, right? So what will happen, all the temperature in the first effect will be consumed for just increasing the temperature of the cold feed. कोल्ड फीड का जो सिर्फ टेम्परेचर है वो नॉर्मल आने के लिए ही पूरा का पूरा स्टीम का हीट जो है वो यूटिलाइज हो जाएगा, एंड देयर विल नॉट बी इवापोरेशन एक्शन इन द फर्स्ट वन. देन द फीड विल मूव इन द सेकेंड वन, already there is less temperature, so rate of evaporation will be less. Again in the third one there is less rate of evaporation. So cold feed के लिए this method is not suitable, because in the first effect we are introducing the feed, and in the first effect we are having the higher temperature, so that temperature will get consumed to normalize the temperature only. So it will not be economical if you go for the cold feed. So for cold feed we have another method, right? So this is the disadvantage for the forward feed method. Then this is the backward. Second method, it is a backward feed arrangement. Now in case of the backward feed arrangement, the feed it is introduced into the last effect. You can see here the feed it is introduced into the last effect, and the steam is introduced into first effect. Means in the first effect temperature and pressure will be high, then the vapors will move into the second one, there will be less temperature and pressure compared to the first one, and again here will be less temperature. So feed is introduced into the last one. Here at low temperature the feed will evaporate first, then it will move to the, and steam is introduced into first, then it will move to the second one, and from second one it will move to the first one. So you can see here the liquid concentrate from the last one is collected, it is used as a feed introduced into the second effect, then liquid concentrate from second effect is collected and it is then introduced into the first effect, right? And steam as it is कि steam vapor यहाँ से collect कर रहे, it is introduced into the steam inlet for the second one. Again the vapor from the second one are collected from here, it is introduced as a steam inlet for the third one, right? So only the feed is going to introduce from the backward direction, right? So this is just opposite to that of the forward feed. Now what will be the advantage of this? Ki this is very suitable for the cold feed, because in the forward feed we have seen that it is not suitable for the cold feed. In case of the backward feed what will happen कि सबसे कम टेम्परेचर जो है वो लास्ट इफेक्ट में है. सो कोल्ड फीड अगर हम लोग लास्ट इफेक्ट में डालेंगे तो व्हाट विल हैपन, दैट लेस टेम्परेचर विल बी कम्प्लीटली यूटिलाइज टू नॉर्मल द टेम्परेचर ऑफ द कोल्ड फीड, राइट? देन इट विल मूव टू द हायर वन, हायर टेम्परेचर की तरफ वो मूव हो जाएगा, हायर प्रेशर और हायर टेम्परेचर की तरफ. सो again the rate of evaporation will increase, and then lastly it will move in the highest temperature effect and highest pressure effect. So there will be more rate of evaporation and you will get a very what we can say viscous product, very what we can say concentrated product. So this is suitable for the viscous product also, as viscous product do not what we can say they do not get heat very fastly. So we are introducing that in the last one जहाँ पे कम टेम्परेचर है. सो कम टेम्परेचर में वो धीरे 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 नॉर्मल टेम्परेचर पे आएगा, एंड देन इट विल मूव टू हायर टेम्परेचर एंड देन टू द हाईएस्ट वन. But disadvantage is that कि as the liquid moves from the low pressure to high pressure, we have seen that कि P1 is greater than P2, it is greater than P3. So P3 में सबसे कम प्रेशर है. So कम प्रेशर की तरफ से ज़्यादा प्रेशर की तरफ जाने के लिए there is need of a pumping action. So you have to apply pump here. ये जो लिक्विड कॉन्सेंट्रेट यहाँ से यहाँ लेके जा रहे हो, सो यू हैव टू अप्लाई पंप हियर ऑल्सो एंड हियर ऑल्सो, बिकॉज वी आर मूविंग इट अगेंस्ट द प्रेशर फ्रॉम लोअर टू हायर. सो दिस इज ओनली द डिसएडवांटेज कि यू हैव टू go for the pumping action. You have to, a pump is required. Then the mixed feed arrangement. Now in case of the mixed feed arrangement, what happens? Ki the feed is introduced into the second effect first. In the second effect, the feed is introduced. Then from second effect, it comes to the first one. फर्स्ट में हायर टेम्परेचर पे जाएगा, हाईएस्ट टेम्परेचर पे, हाईएस्ट प्रेशर पे जाएगा, एंड देन फ्रॉम हियर, फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट इफेक्ट इट मूव्स टू द लास्ट, राइट. सो डिपेंडिंग ऑन कि बीच मीडियम टेम्परेचर पे पहले रखेंगे, देन इट इज मूव टू द हाईएस्ट टेम्परेचर जहाँ पे रेट ऑफ इवापोरेशन विल बी हाईएस्ट, एंड देन इट विल कम टू द थर्ड वन जहाँ पे rate of evaporation will be less because there is less temperature, right. So this is called as the mixed feed effect. यहाँ पे from when the feed is introduced from second to first, a pumping action is needed because P2 is smaller than the P1 and P2 से हम लोग P1 की तरफ लेके जा रहे हैं. So from low pressure to high pressure we are using it. So यहाँ पे pumping action चाहिए, and from P1 there is no need of the pump to move it to the third evaporator, third effect, right. So these are the advantages, that pumping of the liquid requires only where the liquid moves from low pressure to high pressure. This is one of the advantage, and product is obtained at highest temperature, hence lowest viscosity you will get. Disadvantage जो है कि liquid moves from low pressure to high pressure, again the pumping is required. This is called as the mixed feed, and this is a parallel feed. कि fresh, this is a parallel one, कि number of effects only are going to use, steam is going to use, steam is introduced into the first one, vapors of the first one are used as vapors for the second one, third one, only steam is going to pass in the forward direction, but feed to each effect is introduced specially. हर एक इफेक्ट में अलग अलग फीड इंट्रोड्यूस किया जाएगा. सी फीड इज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड, यहाँ पे इवापोरेशन हो जाएगा, यू विल गेट अ थिक लिकर. अगेन फीड इन द सेकेंड इफेक्ट विल बी सेपरेटली इंट्रोड्यूस्ड, इट विल बी टोटली डिफरेंट, इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू फॉरवर्ड फ्रॉम एनी इफेक्ट. हर एक इफेक्ट में अलग अलग फीड इंट्रोड्यूस होगा और अलग अलग लीकर जो है वो कलेक्ट किया जाएगा. ओनली द स्टीम इज गोइंग टू पास फ्रॉम फॉरवर्ड टू next, it is going to forward from first effect to the next one. So this is what it is suitable for the where the feed has to be concentrated slightly, जहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा concentrated feed की ज़रूरत नहीं है, ऐसे जगह पे feed जो है वो separately parallelly हर एक effect में डाला जाता है. So this is what a parallel feed arrangement. So this is about the what we can say multiple effect evaporator, that is the construction principle, construction, working, advantages, applications जो है for product concentrate. अगर तुमको concentrated product चाहिए then in that case these evaporators are used. Solvent volume reduction चाहिए in solution, then in that case water solvent recovery के लिए for crystallization process. So it is very advanced technique, it is easy in operation, maintenance, it is cost effective as we are using very less steam. In less steam we are getting what we can say higher rate of evaporation, we are evaporating more feed in less steam. So it is very economic method. So अगर तुम सिंगल इफेक्ट यूज़ करते हो तो 1.2 kg जो है वो वाटर इवापोरेट होता है, स्टीम जो है उसके लिए. डबल के लिए अगर 2 इफेक्ट्स यूज़ करते हो तो 0.6 kg में ही, अगर ट्रिपल यूज़ करते हो तो 0.4 kg में ही 1.2 तुम्हारा वाटर जो है वो इवापोरेट हो जाएगा. सो दिस इज़ कॉल्ड एज द मल्टीपल इफेक्ट इवापोरेटर. जनरली 7 स्टेज इवापोरेटर भी हम लोग यूज़ कर सकते हैं. सो दिस इज़ अबाउट मल्टीपल इफेक्ट इवापोरेटर. दिस इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रॉम द एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, एंड इट इज़ वेरी इकोनॉमिक and very useful from the industry point of view. So if you like this video, please do like and share and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.